2 people dead, 70,000 animals dead, and almost 100 homes destroyed. The Pinery bushfire wrought devastation almost exactly 4 years ago, and Wednesday's conditions could be just as bad. If a fire starts, the CFS says it won't be able to stop it.
So it's up there with the events of Pinery, Bangor, Samson Flat, and Wangari in the past. So we don't take 7 catastrophic fire danger warnings lightly. That is as bad as it gets.
A huge air tanker used to battle the New South Wales fires is on standby to fly to SA. That's if gusty and changing wind conditions don't force the authorities to ground all firefighting aircraft.
The hot, dry, windy conditions will be followed by strong, possibly gale force west to southwesterly winds. So not only the strong winds ahead of the front, but the wind change itself is a particular danger if fires do start.
The areas at greatest risk include most of Eyre Peninsula, where fire crews are still patrolling a fire which burnt close to Port Lincoln last week.
But there are areas that may still be hidden that are burning underground. Bridal creeper is an absolute classic. It can smoulder away. And it's such a big surface area, we can't possibly find every one of them.
Alarmingly, the catastrophic danger will extend through the heavily populated Adelaide Hills, where residents have been busy cleaning up their properties.
We just hope that, the whole state gets through unscathed, really. I mean, we have a plan that if there's a fire, we just leave. Everything else can be replaced, but lives can't.
So we've cut the hay off, and it's still cut fairly close to our place, so I think we've done everything we can. It's of great concern, and particularly given there are a lot of small schools up here in the hills.
Those schools will be closed. Some council workers have been offered a leave pass, and other employers are being urged to offer their staff the same.
They don't have a child or someone they can look after and therefore access the carers leave provisions. It would be required for them to reach an agreement with their employer about going home and perhaps working from home.
Unless their plan is to leave their home, in which case the authorities are urging people to do so before the temperatures soar. Brittany Evans, ABC.
Shalom. Call Halal Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which means all praises to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people ignorantly call God, by Hashem, in the name of Yahushua, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Plus, I'm going to give a shout out to the Akim that's pushing and spreading this word throughout the 4 corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Also, to the Israelite foreigners, okay, the speckled bird out there whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, though you may look like the heathen nations. The heathen nations are the nations on this chart, as you see from the nations 2 on down. Also, if your lineage, your seed line, goes back to one of these tribes through the man, as you see on this chart, and if your spirit bear witness with this word and it's truth and you can receive it, to the Israelite foreigners, a speckled bird out there, if this does apply, you are Israelites, though you do look like the heathen nations. To the few Aqua, few sisters that do listen and learn, Shalom. To the elect of the nation of Israel, wherever you may be scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth where this word is going out to, Shalom to you as well. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you combine, consist, and make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High Yahweh and His only begotten Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, once again, Yahweh Shah, man. And as you know, now all Australia is on fire, okay? Australia is completely burning, okay? And it's like, who cares? You know why? Because a bunch of Edomites, which is you self-proclaimed white people, you dwell there, okay? As you saw in the video, a bunch of those people were Edomites, okay? This is Amos 3 and 7. It says, surely, 6 actually. Hold on. It says, surely, let me read again. Amos 3 and 6, it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Okay? Because it is him that's doing it. Okay? The Lord is setting your cities on fire. And you could try to put them out, just like you saw them in the video doing with your little airplanes, but it's not gonna work. Okay? It's not gonna work. This is we going to the Apocrypha. (16:1). It says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon, which America is Babylon the Great, and in Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt, and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack, and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." Okay? And this is who runs, okay, Babylon the Great, okay, which is America, and what who else, this being spiritual Egypt as well, who runs it? You Edomites run it, okay? "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?" Okay? You can't drive them away. May any man drive away any hungry lion in the wood, or may one quench the fire and stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn again his arrow that is shot of a strong archer? Okay? "The mighty Lord Yahweh sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? It's none of you. A fire shall go from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?" Okay? And why is he doing it? Okay? This is Zechariah 11:5. It says, "Thus said the Lord, Yahweh, my power." It says, "Feed the flock of the slaughter." And who's the flock of the slaughter? You Israelites. Okay? Because the scriptures say, "My people are led as a sheep to the slaughter." Okay? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay? In this society, in this setup that we're in, okay, under these Edomites, okay, these self-proclaimed white people, they've been slaughtering our people. They've shown how much they hate them. It says, "Whose possessors slay them." Okay? And real quick, if you go to Genesis, 27 and 30. Let me see. I started at 38. Going back to the birthright and the blessing with Jacob, which is you tribes, and Esau, which is these self-proclaimed white people, the Edomites. It says, "And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing? My father blessed me, even me also. My father lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth." That's what we're in now. We're in the fatness of the earth. We're in their kingdom. Okay, them living it up, being above us, right? And to do it heaven from above. "And by thy sword shall I live." And they're living by the sword, okay? The military, okay? The media, all these weapons of war that Esau has, especially against you tribes. "And shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, "The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob." And that's what's been happening ever since. Okay? They've been slaying, okay, our people, Esau, okay? He's been slaying our people since. And it all goes back because of a spiritual hatred, okay? It all goes back to that birthright and that blessing, okay? Basically, jealousy. This is Zechariah 11 again. 11:5, it says, "Who possessor slay them?" And who's our main possessor right now? Esau, Edom is, okay? "And hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not." Okay? And this man is never going to hold himself accountable for the atrocities that he's done to our people by slaying our people the way he's been doing, and he continues to do to this very point. Okay? This is Psalms 94. I started 1. It says, "O Lord Yahweh, to whom vengeance belongeth, O Yahweh, to whom vengeance belongeth. Show thyself. Lift up thyself, that thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud." And who's proud? These Edomites. Okay? These Edomites, they're so high up in their society. They're so on top right now that they believe that they're never going down. That the things is just going to keep running how it is right now. Okay? They're just going to keep, having their way with our people. Okay? It's not going down like that. "Lord, how long shall the wicked How long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? Okay? They break in pieces thy people, the Israelites, O Lord, and afflict thine heritage, the Israelites. They slay the widow and the stranger and the murder the fatherless. That's our people. Okay? That's our people to a T. Go throughout every ghetto in America or in South America or wherever our people are scattered. And is this not the situation our people dealing with? Okay? Yet they say the Lord shall not see, neither shall the God of Jacob regard it. Okay? And that's this mindset that these Edomites have taken on. They've been, doing all types of experiments on our people, putting drugs in our communities, putting us on the news, trying to put a certain image on us to the world. Okay? They've done all that, and because they've done it for so long and nothing's happened, that they continue to do it. And you know what else? This is Psalms 50 and 16. Let me see. Yeah, 16 I started. It says, but on to the wicked, Yahweh said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and casting my words behind thee? When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speak against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Who is that? Jacob. Okay, us. And that's what these Edomites do. Okay? They speak of anything that they could, do harm to our people, whether it's words, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, spiritually. That's what they'll do. Okay? These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. See, they've been doing this for so long, right? They thought they was gonna keep slaying our people, keep slaying us, and just live deliciously. Okay? Keep having us on the bottom. And because of that, they thought the Most High was with them. Okay? Which, to be honest with you, he set these devils up, and he sent these devils against us because we broke his laws, statutes, and commandments. But now that's over with, man. And like he said, I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. And that's what's happening. Now we're waking up. So who you are, so who we are, and what's the end game of all this. Okay? That's what's happening. Okay? This is now you find out that the Most High ain't with you. Okay? And you getting ready to lose your power. You already losing power. Let me get that apple to eye real quick. This is Zechariah 2 and 8. It says, I'll say 7 actually. It says, deliver thyself, O Zion, which is Israel, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. And this is that daughter of Babylon. Okay? This is that daughter of Babylon, man. Read Psalms 137 and 7 on down. And ties the nation of Edom to this daughter of Babylon, man. Okay? For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, Esau and the other nations, right? For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye, man. Okay? And that's the thing. These devils, they really messed up because they touched the apple of the Lord's eye, man. Okay? We are found in your hands, man. You're guilty as charged, as the sort of say. Okay? You're guilty. This This is 2 Thessalonians 1. I started 4. Actually, I started 5. It says, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of Yahweh, for which ye also suffer. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Okay? And who troubled us? Esau and the other nations, chiefly you Edomites. Okay? And you continue to trouble us. So you know what? The Lord is returning the favor, man. He's returning the favor to you Edomites. Okay? This is Isaiah 34. And 1. Come near ye nations to hear and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stench shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf fall off from the vine, as a falling fig from the fig tree. And that's going into the war that's about to happen, World War III. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. And if you go, that's Greek for saying Edom. Okay? You Edomites, and upon the people of my cursed judgment. And that's you Edomites. Okay? The sword of the Lord is filled with blood, and it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of the lambs and goats with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra, which is the capital city of the nation of Edom, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. Okay? And let me prove to you that fire is a part of it, a part of that vengeance. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. I started 24 actually. Actually, I started 21. A man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For he hath made all things for their uses. Who is that he? Yahweh, okay? The Lord, the Most High. His blessings cover the dry land as a river, and water it as a flood. As he hath turned the waters into saltness, so shall the heathen inherit his wrath. Once again, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. And it's plain to the holy, which is the elect of the nation of Israel, okay, the Israelites, right? But the wicked, you know, these Edomites that you saw in that video probably thought that the fire happened because of bad weather. They'll tell you climate change. Nah, it's happening because the Most High doing it. Because he's showing you that he's about to judge you Edomites, man. Okay? For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, which Esau polluted, fire, iron, salt, flour, wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are for the good, for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, right? Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Once again, Yahweh, right? Fire, like you see in that video. What's going on? He's setting wherever you Edomite, wherever you Edomites are dwelling at, is all of a sudden it's just huge wildfires catching, just destroying your communities, destroying everything that's around you. And hell, and famine, and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. That's what it is, okay? That's why it's happening. The Lord is getting ready to pour righteous anger on you Edomites and the rest of you heathen nations that afflicted Yasharallah, which is Israel. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Okay? So you wait till that day come when the Jacob's trouble happened. You wait till that when your judgment is fully opened up, when the elect is sealed. Okay? It's gonna be a wrap for you Edomites. It's already a wrap. Okay? But I mean, it's going to be out there for everybody to see. It's not going to be questioned anymore. You're going to know why it's happening. You're going to know who it is. Okay? Slocky, bear with me real quick. I'm trying to find this last scripture. More on my lunch break, you know. Let me see. Yeah, it's actually good. You know, this is actually good. I'm gonna get this. I was gonna get that scripture on like how we see the fall of our enemies, because that's what we're seeing, the fall of Esau, Edom. Okay, this is let me see where I'm gonna start at. It says, I started at Ecclesiastes 27:21. It says, as for a wound, it may be bound up, and after reviling there may be reconcilement. But he that betrayeth secrets is without hope. He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil, and he that knoweth him will depart from him. When thou art present, he will speak sweetly and will admire thy words, but at the last he will rift his mouth and slander thy sayings. That's Esau to a T. I have hated many things, but nothing like him, for the Lord will hate him. Whoso casteth a stone on high casteth it on his own head, and a deceitful stroke shall make wounds. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. They that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare. And you Edomites and the rest of you nations rejoice at our fall. You rejoice at seeing our people the way they are. Just bugged out. Don't know what's going on. Don't know their nationality. Okay? Love everybody but themselves. Okay? You rejoiced at that. But guess what? Let me read it again. They that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare, and the anguish shall consume them before they die. Malice and wrath, even these are abomination, and the sinful man shall have them both. Okay? So that's what you getting, Esau. Okay? That's it. Call Lord Allah, Yahweh by Shemel Shah. Shalom to the elect. Yahweh Ratazah, this was edifying. And the Bible Ball.